Docklands, currently an insignificant town, a site with infinite interpretations, rich in history and ambition, lacking in awareness. City campuses, an icon for the city of Melbourne, constantly overlooked as just a space for all academics to undergo their studies. Even the tardy ones, but not for the public or people that are not associated with RMIT itself. RMIT Common Ground is a proposal that tackles these issues. Not just an institution for media, but an act of resurgence for the city of Docklands. The proposed site sits on the intersection between Docklands Drive and Pearl River Road, with all sides of the site interacting with a series of different conditions, shaping the way RMIT Common Ground is defined. Docklands Studios sits to the north, a car park to the west, residential districts to the south, and commercial blocks to the east. A spillage of boundaries as well as a gradation of publicness. Common Ground's vision is to become a transparent campus for people to experience a student's day-to-day life in a gradation of different ways, be it understanding what campus life here could be, or just indulging in the hands-on mentality that has driven RMIT to become what it is as of today. Users are greeted by a spillage of civic steps that slowly creep upwards and inwards into the building, with different pockets of entries from all four sides of the design available for people to conjugate in one singular space. One would be traversing through the building and realize that they have ended on the other side very swiftly due to the seamless transitioning of walls, steps, and floors. The landscape is the architecture is the landscape. The proposed design is established through experiments in the past, extracting behaviors from a system and then implementing it onto a specific typological precedent, shifting and altering the form to create a new type. A different outcome every week, a different understanding on design every day. Every individual choreography generated has their own unique aspects and characteristics, derived and utilized to create the formal and spatial qualities of the precinct itself. The seamless steps from week 3, providing opportunities for the seepage of circulation through the building, generating the idea of being one with the landscape. Combined with the interconnected and escalating mass from week 4, a sense of programmatic emergence is achieved through the overlapping of blocks generated from the altering of heights and volume. This created a superimposition of ideas that was able to blur civic boundaries between the ground plane and the elevated floor. Another outcome is conjured through the usage of the seamless steps from week 3 once again, but this time with the united platforms and staggered floor plates from week 5. A sense of openness and exposure is achieved, with users being able to overlook each other at different times, conducting different activities and experiencing different moments, all in what seems to be just one singular space. The proposed design consists of non-distinctive yet staggered floor plates that are defined by a gradation of publicness, with the spaces along the sides deemed more private compared to the center. Each floor is interlinked and never segregated, one building and its possibilities for function, circulation, and aspiration. The ground condition consists of a series of civic spaces such as the esports arena, the multi-purpose space, Glam Hub and Library as exhibition and archive spaces, as well as the performance stage, an open floor plan typology that allows for constant engagement between the public and the students. These spaces are connected through the ever-going steps. They are not just operable as vertical circulation, but also as potential leisure spots, seeping in and out of the entire precinct. Allocated tutorial classrooms and workshop spaces are situated along the sides of the building, further establishing the idea of a civic center space. The STEAM Hub is placed towards the center of the floor plan, a gesture that welcomes collaboration with primary and secondary schools in STEAM education. Informal learning spaces are spread out throughout the campus for students to utilize after class for discussions or hangouts if required. Commercial and F&B areas are situated on the north side of the precinct, allowing for the students as well as the people from Docklands Studios to have easy access to their consumption needs. The precinct prizes itself as not just a media institution, but also an open playing field for all, with different pockets of spaces situated throughout the building, allowing for different opportunities to occur. Casual seating in study areas, pop-up markets or booths, exhibition events, and so much more. One space, multiple functions. RMIT Common Ground also dwells into the ideology of merging with the existing context, with spaces such as the performance stage facing directly to Docklands Drive, allowing for moments of interaction between the public and the students, showcasing their talents and hard work for all to see. Be it day or night, there is always going to be an event for the masses to come together for. The first floor is connected through the ever-going steps that continue to spread throughout the building, easing the user to their destinations. More private spaces for students such as the design production learning spaces, green screen studios, and work integrated hot desk spaces are situated on this floor, ensuring a further sense of confidentiality. Open outdoor learning spaces are also situated on this floor, alongside a huge open walkable space that allows for users to experience Docklands from an elevated point of view. More informal learning spaces are located here as well. The civic roofscape filled with greenery consists of a series of staggered platforms and interconnected ramps that link all of them together at different heights. Here, a sense of interlinked porosity is achieved through the ability to view everyone from different locations. This floor is also occupied by the makerspace, used for community organizations, industry startups, and other educational providers. In conclusion, the RMIT Common Ground can no longer be considered a singular object, but more so a singular entity with its surroundings, bounded by Docklands, as well as its history. The learning environment is a synergy between the interior and exterior, a blurred boundary between education and civic, from the surface of the envelope through to the entire fabric. This is a building with a mission. The goal is to not be separated from Docklands and its people, but to be one with Docklands, its students, and its community. This is Common Ground. This is the future of RMIT.